Hello, Steve Fletcher here, and that was Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine, and I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed putting it together. I use Rage Against the Machine, well, I use Bulls on Parade in particular, for a couple of things when I'm teaching sort of everyday lessons. The big main one is the octave shapes that we have on our guitars. If you're not quite familiar with an octave shape or what the octaves are, I have done a video explaining all of that, which can be seen by looking in the corner right now. But basically, in a nutshell, your octave shapes is this idea of if you choose a note on your 6th or 5th string, any random note, and in Bulls on Parade's case, it's that second fret there, and then go 2 strings up and 2 frets across, you're playing the exact same note, but an octave higher. So that's an F sharp, and that's an F sharp. And that's what you get in the main riff of Bulls on Parade. Like so. Incidentally, if I just mentioned the 6th and the 5th strings, if you go to the 4th and the 3rd strings, it's still 2 strings up, but it's 3 frets across that gives you those octaves. So, for instance, the 2nd fret of your 4th string there is an E. If you jump up 2 strings and go across 3 frets, that's an E as well. The second thing I use Rage Against the Machine for in my regular guitar lessons is just to sort of show how much of an innovator Tom Morello is with his guitar playing. You know, I often say it when, obviously, sadly, we lost Edward Van Halen a few years ago, obviously an insane guitar player. There was a lot of people saying, oh, we'll never see that kind of guitar innovation again, and it kind of it didn't hit my ears right, that, because, you know, Tom Morello was one example that I could easily give. Say, hang on a minute, have you heard Tom Morello? Have you heard Matt Bellamy? You know, Tom Morello makes his guitar do the strangest and yet most musically awesome things, including the scratching effects that you get in the solo for this song. Matt Bellamy, you know, turned an analog instrument into a digital instrument, you know, again, but that's for another rant later on. And thirdly, I just use Rage Against the Machine to prove how awesome Rage Against the Machine are, and they really are. I love them. I've yet to see them live as of January 2023. It is on my bucket list, and I'm hoping I'm going to get to do it at some point, because they are reformed currently and trying to get around the world, but we'll see. We'll see. Just to talk a little bit about that sort of scratching effect, because people often sort of look at it and go, what on earth is he doing there? I mean, other than being awesome, it's quite a straightforward technique, relying on, to do it exactly like Tom Morello, you need 2 things, really. One, you need a guitar that has either got a kill switch, and what I mean by a kill switch is a switch where, you know, the guitar is making a noise and then you switch the switch and it kills all the sound, or you need a guitar like Rudiger here, like Frank here, that has a separate master volume control for each pickup. So you have, in this instance, you have your bridge pickup up full, and your neck pickup turned down. And what that gives you is this effect. I'm going to play, let's play that F. We'll play that F sharp octave, and we'll just show you switching between the two, what's happening there. You get the idea there. Now, what is he then doing? The second thing you need is to have your wah pedal on. And what he's basically doing is he's just rubbing his hand up and down the strings. Normally when you have your wah pedal on, you sort of whack, 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 rocking it. But he's not doing that. He's just got it on and sort of up pretty full and left alone. So just sort of turn your wah pedal on, leave it depressed, and then just leave it alone. And he's just doing, rubbing his hand up and down the strings, and rhythmically, to get that rhythm of the scratch effect, he's just rhythmically turning the pickup switch on and off, or the kill switch on and off. It is a tricky little rhythm to get. There's a bit in the middle which I freely admit I didn't do very well, which kind of goes da 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 da, and that's a hard thing to do. Go easy. It's probably not something you should do, you know, for hours and hours every day. But it's there. But anyway, so the idea that you're looking for is this. Now, what you might also think to yourself is, okay, that's brilliant. What if, A, I don't have a guitar that enables me to switch from one pickup to another like that with a master volume? And 2, what if I don't have a wah? Can I do it, you know, without? Yes, you can. It doesn't quite sound the same, but yes, you can. And basically what you can do is just rub your hand on those strings and just try and get it in that rhythm. It doesn't quite sound the same, but it does have as close as you probably can get it to the desired effect without buying, you know, extra guitars and wah pedals. But come on, guys, if you needed an excuse to buy extra guitars and wah pedals, then here it is. You get the idea. So there it is, boys and girls. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. Please like this channel. Please leave me some lovely, nice comments. You saw the tabs flying around quite nicely on the screen there, but if you did want to get a copy of the tabs for yourself to just study properly at home, then you can get a download of those direct from me. If you follow all the links in the description, then that's available to you. Thank you very much, boys and girls, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye bye.